Okay, so Be'ezras Hashem, we're continuing our shirim on Rav Kook's parish of the Adon Olam Tefillah. And what we saw yesterday was the entrance back into the personalized experience with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. After all of the warnings and the explanations and the theological truths of how to understand HaKadosh Baruch Hu b'chvaydu v'atzmo, and that we have no access to it, yet it's everywhere present, and how we can understand the gradations of Hayahov and Yihiyah and the proper relationship towards transcendence, the Tefillah comes to reaffirm that there is absolutely nothing in this world that is not contained within the governance and the engagement of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and not only that, but we are deeply rooted with and in the ultimate belief that all of the degradations will ultimately be transformed into aliyot, into ascensions and a movement upwards back towards HaKadosh Baruch Hu in order to reveal a deeper sense of HaKadosh Baruch Hu's unity, and that this applies specifically to me. V'hu keili v'chai goyali. It is my God, mine. And yes, everybody else has the ability to say it's their God as well, but each and every person, according to their own conjecture of their own heart, has their own unique and singular relationship with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And furthering kind of this individualized relationship we have with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Rav Kook is going to be masbir something so fundamental and incredible, is that where is the unique and singular connectivity that each and every person has to HaKadosh Baruch Hu? Where does that come from? Where is that expressed in a person's life? Where does one feel their deep, unique, singular relationship with Rebbeinu Shleilim? And what we're going to see is that it's found specifically in the inner, without any proof, without any support, the inner resolve to face the anxiety of this world with the perpetual movement forward. This unspeakable power, this hidden strength to find oneself continuously hoping towards that which will become better, to be rooted in the belief that everything is being mit'aleh. All of that, v'hu keili v'chai goyali, is rooted in the secret of how HaKadosh Baruch Hu relates to us. V'tzur chavli be'es tzara, and He is the rock of my redemption, my connection in the moment of pain, in the moment of existential enclosement, in the moments of claustrophobia, in the moments of tsara, an es tsara hi liakov mimeni vashea, or a makom tsar, a bein hamitzarim. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is my God, and He's the one who redeems me from that place. Kasha anu royim es hayiridois hagadole shel sharei Hashem mitzias. When we pay attention to the distinction between that which was before creation, that which is during creation, and that which will be after creation, when we fully become aware of all the degradations and the descents and the emergence of levels in their expansiveness from the root and the beginning of existence, from the rootedness in that supernal and pleasant source that is rooted above, down to the abysmal depths and darkness. Yet at the same point, we feel the inner bitachon, the inner trust, filled with all of its storehouses and richness of existence in its relationship with the Adon Olam. In spite of the fact that we find ourselves in the place of tzara, we still have the ability to have that bitachon in the Adon Olam. Asher lo hareshis karuachim ha'achris, that we're aware that by HaKadosh Baruch the beginning and the end are equally connected and both unified. Berov chazdo v'tuvo. And not only that, but everything is rooted in the ultimate truth of His Rav Chesed and His Tov, that everything is for the good. Yoideya mizeh kol prat. Every single particular in existence understands this. Kol yitzur notzar, every created form understands this. Ki biyad el elyon ha'av harachum v'hachanun, because it is the hands of our elevated Father, Av harachum v'hachanun, the compassionate and the merciful God. Hagibor v'rav lahoshia, with the inner strength and the capacity of gevura and the power to redeem from all situations. Hinenu kulanu ke'oilalim b'yedei avi hamarachamim. All of us, every aspect of creation in the fundamental triadic structure of past, present, future, and the grand totality of the world, which is considered as absolutely nothing in relationship to the essence that remains beyond experience. Hinenu kulanu ke'oilalim b'yedei avi hamarachamim. All of us are like children who are in the hands of their compassionate Father. And we have a deep trust within the chelek Elokai that is in each and every one of us, the inner strength to believe in our power of perseverance, that illuminate our experience in all moments of darkness. And here Rav Kook asks one of the most fundamental questions I've ever seen written, Ki eich kol hahavayos kulan oiles kol kach bebitcha gemura el aliyos makor eden havyasam. From whence does this inner power, this inner strength, this inner certainty that at the core of all things, all of existence is in a perpetual state of ascendancy with a true rooted faith and trust in the fact that everything is mit'aleh, back to its source, aliyos ein kates, that things are getting better. Where does this power come from? Because it's not reasonable necessarily. It's an unreasonable strength. Imlo al yedei or chelek Hashem me'oiz hatoim v'makor hatov. The only place that it could possibly come from is from Hashem himself, the chelek Elokai mima'al, and that inner strength of tamimus that is rooted in the source of all goodness, hashoichen itan tamid, that is always with us. The ability to have bitachon that everything is going to be good only comes from the fact that there's a part of godliness, so to speak, in ourselves, which reminds us that things are going to be good, because otherwise it's unfathomable. That the source of bitachon is the shirish of bitachon that lives within the individual. Umizeh yeda kol yachid. And with this understanding of the impossible source of inner trust that is built upon nothing other than the strength to have inner trust, that from this contemplation, each and every individual can understand as raz emunas uman asher laha bitachon hashalim v'hagamor, the secret proof to the creation of the world and the imprint of godliness in our lives that we can gain from the experience of bitachon itself. Because when we contemplate bitachon and we come to realize that bitachon stands upon nothing other than the capacity towards bitachon, which is a divine gift that exists with each and every one of us, from that perspective, we come to understand the in and of itself relationship, that the source of bitachon is bitachon, just as the source of amuna is amuna. And that type of contemplation of that unity between cause and effect that forces one into a place of paradoxical thinking and reasoning brings a person directly in contact with the secret of Raz Emunas Oman, of how HaKadosh Baruch Hu creates the world and sustains the world at each and every moment. And by contemplating the paradox, we draw it back to the source of all paradox, which is HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We need to bring down the secret of impossible bitachon, the silent, hidden power. Ki tamid chelek Hashem yimanu, for HaKadosh Baruch Hu is always with us, and there's a part of HaKadosh Baruch Hu always with us. V'tzur chevli be'es tzara. And this is what it means that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is my root and my connectivity and my comfort in moments of discomfort, because the fact that I can find that is the deepest proof to V'hu keili v'chai goyali. It's my God. He's the one who's there to help me uncover the hidden power to cope with my own personal anxieties and difficulties in this world. And we're going to see as the tefillah continues further how each and every part of the human experience is another edus, kemeya edim, on the fact that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is not only ayin in all manners of ayin, but also manifests down here with us as well, to be magala, how above and below is nothing compared to chvayde v'atzmo, which exists in all places, devoid of space or measure. Be'ezras Hashem.